What's up?
Cool, man. Good to see you.
Good?
Yeah, next summer.
Sir. Hey, how are you? Front and center. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good?
Go ahead with the questions. Tyler, what did Tristan bring to your room, I guess, just during the offseason, during the spring, during the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I keep on seeing him getting interviewed. I mean, like he does such a great job, right? His personality is phenomenal. His energy is infectious. I mean, he's a fun guy to be around. He showed up and it was almost like he knew everybody for years. You know, people kind of flocked to him with his personality. He's very thankful for his opportunity here, right? And it's incredible. He can give his JUCO experience, coming out of LaGrange, just his background. He's overcome a whole lot, and so through his football journey, he can share. Okay, Clemson's special. Clemson's unique. You don't understand how good you have it. So, like, he can kind of speak to that, and he has done that. He has done that, which I'm very thankful for as a coach, having that as a resource, right? And so I just love the young man and excited about his future, and we can help him, and he's going to help us. I mean, on and off the field. So, on the field, I mean, you saw some of that in the spring game, right? I mean, he's long. He has a really great catch radius. He runs well. It's kind of deceptive because he's got such a long stride. I was just watching the guys from my balcony. They were doing some conditioning, and he's out near the front. He's not one of the fastest guys we have, but he's able to cover a lot of ground with his stride length. So he's got some deceptive speed, but he's got toughness, he's physical. I mean, in the run game, I mean, I'm going to have to really work with him because he's going to get in a little bit of trouble with how he is so violent with his hands. Sometimes plays a little long. We're going to not have him get any holding calls, but he's going to try to really compete in the run game on the perimeter. So that's going to be great, and will help kind of set the standard as well for the guys when it comes to that. But yeah, super excited to have him join us this year.
There's so many talented players in one room. Like, what's the plan of trying to get everybody to football?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we've done whenever we've had the kind of roster we have now is that, everyone needs to see themselves as a starter. Like, I don't have a first and second string. Like, we don't, and you've heard Coach Sweeney say it before, like, we don't say first, second, third, right? We have orange, purple pride, like, and so, and you can say that's first, second, third, but we try to really have the guys understand that, especially in my room, it's like, man, look, we're gonna roll, and even in practice, whenever we have the orange up, I'm gonna have orange and purple rolling in and servicing each other, right? With the first group, like there's no first group. I've got guys I trust in and believe in, and so you're going to earn your opportunities. You're going to earn your reps, right? It's still an honor to run out there first, right? It is, but man, I really want to roll and have fresh bodies on the field at all times, and guys making plays, and so I think that's the easy way to do it. It's just to roll your guys, and you're going to earn that. So.
How much fun is it for you to have those options like that?
Yeah, it's a blast. I mean, it definitely, you can lay your head down at night and have some peace, and thankful to have the room we have, and the guys work hard to get to where we are, and so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. A little less stressful, that's for sure. Man, it's a joy to coach these guys, and they make my job easy. And I told them that this last season. Man, they really do. They make my job easy, and it's a joy to coach them.
You mentioned mixing guys in and out. How difficult is it balancing? Maybe everyone will get that fair share of that same amount because the way the game may go and things like that. How difficult is balancing?
Yeah, I mean, some people have the hot hand, right? And somebody, you may be having a bad day, right? And so I think that's the thing is that, for me, it's you're going to have to earn it. I mean, Antonio Williams, apparently, we can't be with him in the summer, but from what I've heard, you wouldn't know he had the year he just had based on his work ethic this summer, his leadership. And so I love hearing that because, man, he's going to set the standard for our guys, and, he's going to have to earn it. He's going to have to earn it, right? If he doesn't perform, all right, the next guy's going to have to step in. And so, and everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that. And so it's, you're going going to earn your opportunities, right? Like, make it hard for me to keep you off the field, right?
How would you describe Wesco's physical development over the last year?
Yeah, it's been incredible to see. You could just look at him and see pretty quickly that he's put on good weight, right? Over 20 pounds. But it's funny because he got faster, it seemed to me. That's my main concern. I told him whenever I recruit my guys, it's like, listen, I'm not going to be a stickler on your weight. Like, the game is still speed and productivity at this position, and I don't want you to just put on weight to put on weight. You're plenty big enough, right? But through Coach Batson and the rest of our crew in the strength and conditioning program, man, they've done a phenomenal job. I mean, Alex Bina in recovery, right? Megan with the nutrition, Dalton, our chef. Like, it's a team, and it really is. It's incredible to see the guys that maybe, he ran track. He was a triple jumper, right? He never really got to train and be a football player in high school, and now he can. Same thing's going to happen with Juju Preston. I mean, he's a thin guy right now, but man, I can't wait for him to just really dive in head first, and have access to all this stuff. And so with Wesco, you could quickly see, like, he had a 50-50 ball against Avion, and he was able to play stronger, hold his line better than ever, and go up and make a phenomenal play in one of the practices, probably one of the best plays of spring. But he probably wouldn't have done that last year. And so I think he's going to be able to use his body better this season, play behind his hands, using his hands more. I think before he probably maybe try to use more of his speed and get less physical. I think he can play with a little bit more physicality this season. So definitely excited to see that.
Along with his physical development, what does it do for all of those younger guys to have just a full season under their belt? And what does that do for their confidence?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys believe, right? I mean, we played on some of the biggest stages last year. They feel like they can play with anybody, right? I mean, and so it's one thing to have success in practice, right? I mean, we had a really great fall camp, right? And then game one didn't quite perform the way we were anticipating, but then we came back and man, we had a great run, right? And I think the guys just tasting that success, knowing they had it in them, but you have to go do it in the game, right? And so they've done it. They've done it. We've got a lot of returning production, and so they're confident. They know they can do it. They expect to do it. And they're going to put the work in to replicate, and then even surpass what we did last year. Right? Taking it one day at a time, right? So.
You got on campus a little bit later than some of the other guys, but was there a moment when you kind of felt like TJ Moore really had that switch late last season?
Yeah, I was on him hard in fall camp, and he was reminding me of that recently in some of our conversations. But it was good. I mean, he made so many plays, but as a younger guy, and again arriving in the second session of summer school, he was a little behind the playbook, right, trying to learn it. And so it was just so hard to keep him off the field. It was like, okay, he may, and this is early on, his first weeks and whatnot, he might have a missed assignment. He's going to have one or two, but man, he's going to make a big play, right? And so it was like, man, we got to really get him up to speed. And so, I give credit to Cole Stout and Drew Sweeney, and man, we all met with him, individually, right? And thank God for the rule change and letting our staff coach and having more freedom for those guys to help out. It was awesome. I mean, and so I think he really kind of accelerated his learning, really was committed to that, became a better note taker. That was big for him, and become more of a student of the game, But man, he did that. But man, he made plays early. We were like, this guy's a shot. And it took a little bit, right? A few games in for us to really feel more confident and kind of, lengthening that leash a little bit. And then he proved that he could handle it and made some big plays for us.
Coach, everybody knows what you have coming back in terms of level of production at wide receiver. And you add Tristan Smith on top of that. But guys like Tyler Brown, Cole Turner, a couple guys that have battled injuries but have shown glimpses of greatness. What can we expect for them to contribute to this move?
Yeah, I mean, both those guys are healthy. That's going to be big for them, right? It's just being able to be available. And they're doing all they can, right? And, man, we have multiple conversations, and some of it's outside your control. But, man, they've really bought in more. I mean, especially Tyler, we had the guys over. We were shooting some play a couple days ago, all the guys together, and he just looks great. I mean, I feel like he's put on some good weight, a little bit thicker up top. And asking some of the guys, like, okay, hey, give me your rankings, of the wideouts right now in the summer, and he's up there. And that's what I expected, but he's up there with, who you'd expect. I mean, he's really performed well. And I think he's hungry, right? It's kind of like, some have forgotten about him a little bit, right? I mean, and so I think he's ready to kind of get back and reintroduce himself, right? And then Cole, man, I'm so excited for him because I just really, my hope is that he takes that next step. And it was funny, we called him big play Cole, man. Like, he'd step in and he'd make a huge play for us, right? A big shot touchdown, right? I mean, and big plays in some games to help us get the lead or whatever it was. I mean, so he can do that. I just want to see him, one, stay healthy, and then also that confidence level increase, that improved. I think he knows he belongs. He's a starter for us. And so this is going to be a big fall camp for him to not just maintain, but man, like let's improve this fall camp, be extremely healthy heading into week one, and just see what happens. I mean, like I said, he's one of those guys that's going to roll like a starter and let him make those plays for us.
What's it been like having a guy like Coach Galloway around?
Man, it's been really fun. Coach Sweeney let me know that I think he's wanted to be at Clemson for a while, and man, our relationship has been incredible. He's been very humble and gracious and very willing just to help. We've got all his drill tape stuff, and so it's fun to be like, you kind of hold your secrets a little bit as a wideout coach, right? You share, you meet with other coaches, but then, especially in conference, you're going to play those guys. But now he's here. He's one of us, right? He's wearing that ball, right? So it's like, it's been fun. So he's looked at my drill tape. We've talked through things early on. I've looked through his, and we've shared ideas. He's in the back of my meeting room every meeting. He's in my meeting room, and he's taking notes, right? Man, I give him free reign. Like he's able to step in. He's not, and he's told me, listen, I'm not stepping on your toes, but I'm like, man, listen, I need to learn from you. You've been doing this for quite a while, all right? You're elite. And so on the field, man, I have him helping out. I'll let him and Drew, and Cole and I will kind of work and split the guys up, and he's got half the guys, we'll rotate, like just trying to use him, and the guys have taken to him. So he's already made us better. And it's I'm excited about him joining us and helping us out more this fall.
Coach Grisham, as always, the beard looks great, man.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
yeah. My wife would like for me to shave it off, man. I can't do it.
Can't do it. No, that's too good.
That's right.
How much, in terms of the quarterback and wide receiver relationship, are you guys reiterating, hey, Cade, you need to be working with the wide receivers on your own versus these guys just do it themselves, and you see them do it?
Yeah, I don't have to. I mean, it's happening all the time. I mean, they're it's been really cool. I think the segment meetings, like they're meeting right together, and then they're going out to the field and so the player-led practices, they're meeting beforehand, right? They're making sure they're all on the same page. I mean, and that began a couple years ago, but it's funny. It's like every year, heading into last year, I heard a lot like, oh, this is the best it's ever been. This year, it's almost like this is just what we do. And that's been cool. It's just kind of like this is the standard, and there's no other option. So there's been less like talk about it. It's just kind of like this is status quo, so to speak. So.
Talk a little bit about the LSU defense and you guys.
They're elite. They're elite. Yeah, I've dove in quite a bit already, and trying to get a good feel for those corners. Stamps, Mansour are really talented, man. Mansour, man, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, forgive me if I'm not, but number 4 for them is he reminds me a little bit of AB. Very talented. Can support the run game. Stamps can do the same. They'll bring him on cat blitzes. I mean, so I'm watching them already and feel good about kind of what I'm seeing and learning them. But we have our work cut out for us. I mean, they're really, really talented at every level. And so look forward to diving in more and delivering what we need to our guys so they're prepared and excited for the challenge.
How much did performing against a really good Texas defense and secondary do for this group's sort of confidence in the development that you've been talking about toward what y'all want to be?
Yeah, I mean, we felt good going in. Our plan was phenomenal. I mean, I think the guys at that point in the season had already performed well and were confident. I mean, but to produce like we did, and there's a couple plays that were left out there for sure. I know Wesco's still kicking himself about a couple of plays he had, a couple drops. He wants back, but I mean, it was exciting. It was exciting for them. But it was expected. We felt good going in.
You said Wesco's gained 20 wins over the last year. Is that what you're saying? What is he about at right now?
Yeah, I need to look at the recent weight charts. He's probably, let's see here, I would say pushing 190. I mean, just under that, maybe 187. It's a guy like him. It varies quite a bit, but I would say he's in that 187 to 190 range.
TJ came in physically developed.
Yeah.
What did you want to see out of him this past offseason, going into August, sort of physically?
Physically, like seeing him improve physically, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for him, he carries his weight well. I want to see him develop a little bit more up top. I think one thing about our strength and conditioning program that I've really talked with him about is that really does translate to the field. And I think his force production is something that I've really tried to hone in with him. And getting in and out of his breaks, sometimes he needs to put a little more force in the ground, right? And so I think that comes back to the weight room, right? And single leg work and plyometrics, right? With Coach Greenlee and D Love and one of our new strength and conditioning staff members, Bruno, has really been great too. And so that's a couple of things that come to mind. And so he's been really working on at that. And so Coach Galloway and I both just working with him after practice, before practice, really working on his teaching the 3-step break. It's that first step that is crucial. I call it my punch step. You got to punch the ground like you should hear it. And so that's something he's working on to really help himself get into that break and out of it more cleanly. So yeah, first two things that come to mind there.
How has it been coaching and establishing a relationship with a new guy like Tristan Smith as compared to someone who is traditionally recruited like Brian Wesco, TJ Moore, and all the other guys that we're seeing? Yeah,
I mean, I think just, early on having him over, I had him over with some of the younger guys initially because he was new. But he just, I was saying earlier, it's almost like he's been here for years already. He's already well connected with the guys. He's really, really close with TJ and some of the other guys he's really close with, and so a great teammate. He's made it easy. I mean, he's very open. I mean, we've had some phenomenal conversations one-on-one, and I think that's what it takes, right? It's just connecting, sharing about life, right, and being able to kind of hear his story and be able to share, like, okay, you know what, like we may have some differences in a number of areas, but yet, man, we share a lot of commonalities with family, with some struggles, right? So connecting on that level has been good, but he makes it easy, man. He's such a likable guy. He's fit in well with the room, and he's already, leading well. So,
What's it like to have somebody like him that have one calling?
Yeah. I mean, he's got great length, and that's one of his calling cards, right? It's just making those plays, like throwing it up to him, giving him a chance, and he's just going to get better too. I mean, there's some things, There's some things that I know. I mean, you watch the spring game, you see some big plays, and yet, like, watching the tape, man, there's a lot that he's got to improve at, right? And he knows that. And so, man, we're really going to work super hard with him and holding his line, playing a little faster off the line of scrimmage, playing behind his pads, being 6'5", you're tall, right? So being able to play with length, playing behind your hands, behind your shoulder pads is something he's had to work at. And so he's done a great job. He's worked with numerous trainers. He's gone with our current roster, some of his teammates, going to different places and working and developing some of my relationships with trainers around the country. And so, I'm excited about him and his continued development, and then, continue to make this place for us.
What receiver does he remind you of, like past coaches?
It's a tough one. I can't put. He's just different. He's different. I don't want to throw any names out. I mean, he's just. He's the first time I've coached a guy with this much height. He's his own person, man. He has his strength. He has his areas that he's got to improve at, so we'll let his game do the talking, and then y'all can make that. Y'all can make that decision.
Sure, in that documentary that Clemson put out about spring practice and everything, there were some clips of you just getting fired up. What are those things in practice or going into the season that make you so excited to see?
Yeah, I mean, my body's been beat down this summer. I'm trying to stay healthy. It's hamstring. I tried to race a prospect during the OV and popped my hamstring. I played golf the other day, my back shot. I mean, it's just like I got to get my body back right. But man, I love to move around. I love to play. I love to be active. But man, it's just this is a hard profession in many ways, but it's so rewarding. And like, man, you better love what you do. You better love being out on the field and being with your guys, right? Like that's when you're really with your guys is on the field. And so, what I'm able to provide, like they're going to receive, and that goes with my energy. That goes with how I'm communicating. Like it matters so much, right? And I've learned that from Coach Sweeney. Like how you present every day is important, and being consistent with that is crucial. And so, man, but again, they make it easy. They're fun to coach. You got great athletes that make plays for you. Like, it's a blast, right? And so I just want them to know that I'm there for them. I'm going to give them all I have. I'm going to try as hard as I can to coach every little thing, right? Coach them hard, correct them, right? Not overcoach them, give them some freedom. Praise them, man, when things go well. Like have fun, and celebrate it. Because I mean, it's a tough position, man. Everybody can see when you're making a play or when you don't, right? You can kind of get hidden a little bit in that box sometimes. But man, like having the mentality to go make plays and be confident, be dominant, and have fun doing it. I mean, it's exciting, And for me, it's like I gotta remember, the childlike fun of this game. Even as a coach. So, I look forward to getting back out there with them.
One of the things that you say to the receiving core that you have, which is so much depth and attack, what kind of message do you really try to bring to those guys that get them ready for LSU?
Yeah, I mean, it's you stand on your work, right? I mean, it doesn't matter who we play. It really doesn't. Like if we're preparing to our standard, right? And we always say, man, like we're playing Clemson. Don't lose to Clemson, right? And that's real. I mean, it doesn't matter whoever we play game 1, game 15, whatever it is. Like it doesn't matter, And so for me, it's just the confidence is going to come from the work put in when nobody's watching. So it's as simple as that. I mean, it just you're confident from the preparation, and you just go stand on that, man. Practice is the way you practice is the way you play. I mean, and so you're going to have one heck of a fall camp. It's going to be challenging, right? We're going to be put through the fire, and my hope is, and on the other side of it, man, that dross is gone. Like we're more pure, right? We're better athletes, we're better people, so that we can then, attack the season.
This receiving room is being talked about as one of the best in the country, and rightfully so. How are your guys, handling those expectations?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be part of our messaging early on. I mean, they see it, right? I mean, whether they want to or not, they see it. Part of the unfortunate side of social media and just the access they have is that got to be careful, right? Reading your own press clippings, right? And so we'll acknowledge it, and we're not going to run from what people are saying, but we're also not going to hang our hat on what's being said, right? Whether it's me or them, like, hey, we can say all we want. You have to go do it. And so it's going to be about work. And I think the thing I'm excited about is we do have a mature group of guys. That was my question. I mean, Adam Randall's now running back. He's a great leader. I lost some great walk-on players that were great leaders. And so that was one of my main question marks I had. And kind of going into winter conditioning, I was able to see, okay, we've got some maturity. You know, some of those younger guys have matured, right? Antonio, Tyler, Cole have been around. Tristan, he's new here, but he is mature. He's been playing college ball, right? And so I think we'll be just fine with you know, managing expectations and going to put the work in and then just go, you know, play to the best of our ability, right? Put it on tape.
You mentioned Adam Randall, and I know he's not in your room anymore, but what do you think he's going to do at the running back position?
I think he's going to be phenomenal. I mean, he's just such a talent with the ball in his hands, right? And Coach Spiller has done great already, accelerating his learning curve. He's super smart, knows football. I mean, I'm so excited for him to get a chance at a position I think can really be special with his frame, the way he carries the rock. I'm excited for him. I want the world for Adam Randall. One of my favorite people, one of my early offers as a young receivers coach. To him, I've known him. I coached him at summer camp as a youth. I coached him on the little Journey Meadows fields before he was in high school. So I've known him and his family for a long time, and I want it for him. So, all right, guys, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I just